Can you smell it in the air? No, I'm not only talking about the spring because that is obviously very welcome here, but America is back. The last plank required to know that the economy is in recovery is, according to some economists, the yield on a 10-year bond going up to 1.6%. And that has happened exactly on my birthday, February 16th. So, yes, it happened. Does this mean that our market is going to look any different? Well, these yields on the bonds obviously are pushing mortgage interest rates higher. And even though the rates are only maybe a 0.25% to maybe 0.3% higher from their best levels, it is substantial enough of a change for some to be questioning if this is a good time to buy. However, with all the stimulus coming from CARES Act and a new set of checks for $1,400 ready to be sent out to families based on the vote last Tuesday, means that there is going to be more savings. There is going to be more people having some money. Those that didn't spend it, according to the consumer spending report from last week. But it also will mean that there is a ton more first-time buyers that do have some money to put down, and those are the ones that will be able to create new households and buy real estate. So these rates, even though they're a bit higher, they are not affecting the market in a negative way. In other economic news, last Friday, as for the first Friday of every month, came out with figures from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. And we are told that 379,000 jobs have been created in the month of February, which is a lot more than anticipated because anticipations and expectations were only of 140,000 jobs. The ADP employment report for February, which shows employment in the private sector, also showed a gain of 117,000 jobs in the private sector. While 745,000 people filed for the unemployment for the first time last week, a little slightly higher than the prior week. The total of those collecting unemployment still remains at 4.3 million. The unemployment rate dropped from 6.3 to 6.2%. But when we take those marginally employed and those collecting unemployment benefits for the continuance unemployment benefits, we're looking at unemployment rates somewhere close between 9 and 10%. Unfortunately, the housing market obviously is still the star and a very bright star on the economic horizon, because CoreLogic showed that property values increased by 1% from December to January for a whopping 10% January to January comparison. So 2020 January to today is a 10% increase. Phoenix reported almost 15% increase, San Diego 11, while Washington reported 9.1 an increase. Lastly, the Fed Chairman Jerome Powell made some very important remarks about inflation when he spoke at the Wall Street Journal's Job Summit. Inflation news obviously is always very important because it directly affects mortgage bonds and therefore mortgage interest rates. And he said that he will be while he said the inflation is an arch enemy of fixed investments such as mortgage bonds and obviously home loans, he feels that while the Fed will keep an eye on inflation headlines, they will be they feel that the increases in inflation are only temporary. And that's all I've had for today's economic report. Please feel free to call me with any questions, comments, or concerns. And do enjoy this spring market.